The calf never would have done this. The harassers were taken aback. The definition of friendship is broader than rank, gender, or ethnicity. It is unconditional and unaffected by the situation. Whether it's a friendship or not, it can never be bought. It is only attainable through love, perseverance, and dedication. It is a unique gift of faith that has to be handled with gentleness and consideration. The setting of this tale is a Russian hamlet. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. There were always a lot of animals in the Levitsky family. The farm contained 8 piglets, rabbits, 1 bull, and 2 cows at the time this story was told. They did, however, have 1 extra genus. The 2 cows gave birth to 1 each. The calf is adorable. His large, wide eyes, the color of melting chocolate, show curiosity and intrigue as he surveys the new environment. While Rancher Arena cleans the barn, the calf is napping beside its mother. Nastya, her 8-year-old daughter, was by her mother's side, giggling at the calf. Her mother, unable to handle her daughter's intense admiration for him, advises her not to become very attached as the family intended to sell him when he was a little older. Shadik, the family dog, dashed into the barn not long after. Shadik was found by them on a street close to their house. He was only a little puppy. Because he would freeze to death if he stayed on the streets, Nastya pleaded with her parents to allow her to keep him. He has developed into a large dog that is devoted to his family no matter what. The happy, inquisitive girl took an instant interest in the updated farm. Shadik saw the calf and took a whiff of the visitor, attempting to learn a little bit more about him. Ignoring her mother's admonition, Nastya kept petting the calf's head. She also gave him the name Bontaki a few days later. The calf wanted to spend time on the lush green grass, so it attempted to escape. His initial steps are quite cautious and hesitant, but as he moves forward, his confidence grows. He's having more and more fun racing about the field with Nastya and Shadik as his legs become stronger. The 3 of them were together all day. The calf arrived next to the girl as soon as she sat down, took a seat, and rested his head in her lap. Then Shadik would scurry over to join them for a seat. They would simply sit and eat the delectable cakes, apples, and other foods that Mom made. Nastya was furious when the parents chose the precise day to sell the calf. She sobbed and pleaded with her mother to reconsider and pull out of the market, but she refused to listen. Nastya was not herself on the day of the sale. The little girl started crying at the mere thought that Bontaki would be taken away and she would never see him again. Shadik simply followed the female as he was unable to comprehend what was happening. Prospective purchasers observed Nastya in the hopes that they may not approve of the calf. However, they thought the calf was nice and even made a statement about it. When Nastya heard the news, she started crying. Not only a commodity to be bought or an opportunity to make money, Bontaki is her buddy. The dog went to live with Nastya and began to wail. He looked up. Everyone was very perplexed and unsure of what to do. The dog was barking, the child sobbed, and the calf appeared to be on the verge of tears as it gazed at them. After talking it over, the purchasers informed the Levitskys that they would never be able to forgive themselves for taking the calf away since the 3 friends' eyes would follow them around. The mother was not at all at ease in this circumstance. She expressed her regret over and over, pleading with the purchasers to see that this was unintentional. However, the purchasers proved to be sincere and polite, so they simply said their goodbyes and moved on. Bontaki stuck around the property. All day they enjoyed one another's company, and all the girl's parents could do was grin. They nearly made a mistake, stole the blissful sense of genuine friendship, and nearly caused her to lose confidence in humans. It was inevitable that Bontaki's attitude would be impacted by spending so much time with Shadik and Nastya. The ungulate started acting unlike his family members. He began to resemble a dog more. His favorite pastimes are playing ball and walking in the fields. He even treats the female like a puppy, and he is exceedingly faithful. Nastya went a bit farther into the woods than she usually did on one of their outings. She proceeded to a river with her animals. A refreshing wind swept through the thicket of grass. Shadik was occupied in chasing butterflies and catching quick grasshoppers. As Bontaki laid down on the grass and fell asleep, the girl watched the clouds race across the sky and wove a wreath out of daisies and cornflowers. The sound of a gang of lads arriving broke into the idyllic day. Along the way, they joked around and played about. Seeing the defenseless girl, they were glad to view her as an object of entertainment. The girl was forced to flee between them as they began to toss her straw hat at each other. The lads had a good time, but Nastya was crying uncontrollably because her mother had given her this hat, which she cherished. It didn't stop the boys, and they started making derogatory nicknames for the girl. But they could not have known that the loyal dog had hurried to aid the girl, and that Bontaki had awoken and stood up from the dense grass, tilting his head fiercely. Because of his size, the calf started to push the wrongdoers with his strong head. It was an extremely horrible experience for the lads. Shadiq seized the prisoner's trousers. The boy fled the scene as soon as he saw the girl had so many supports. The dogs barked loudly to drive them away. Nastya informed her folks what had happened when she got home. They were relieved that their daughter had such committed and loyal friends, but they were also concerned. When Nastya was an adult, she posted this narrative online. Our following tale is equally amazing. The calf named James was born on Happy Hens and Highlands Farm. However, he was born with brain impairment that prevented him from having some of his reflexes. He was unaware of how to nurse his mother, for instance. Thus, the farmers, Adam and Emily Hobson, continued to try to care for the infant. After bringing him inside, they handed him a bottle. For a few weeks, James shared a room with the couple. The Highland Scottish cows would not have it when the calf recovered, and they wanted to return it to the herd. Thus, he spent most of his time in the yard, where he bonded with the dogs. Plus, he spent a lot of time with them. James also started acting like a large, ruffled dog. James had to absorb whatever lessons the dogs unintentionally imparted to him because he had deactivated his instincts. As a result, James picked up several new skills, such licking his master's face, wagging his tail, and cheerfully jumping up and down to invite them to play. The only issue is that James is a bull and not a dog, not even a little bit more. A few months later, he was too large for his dog buddies, but he was unable to comprehend it. The cows couldn't accept him as one of them because of the way he acted. Hobson had to decide whether to send the enormous yet endearing animal to the slaughterhouse, leave it in the yard, or find another home for it. So they purchased 2 orphaned calves that were the right age to be with, 3 misfits who never mastered the art of herding. They remained together and soon became friends. The 3 pals were moved to pasture, where they remained apart from each other. However, they piqued the curiosity of other calves. The farmers created many James-based social media profiles at the same time. This gained popularity very quickly. After all, who doesn't adore an adorable calf? And how dapper does he look in a suit? Well, that's a different conversation topic. A lot of people inquired whether they could get their own pet after seeing James on Instagram. But since James was related to them, Adam and Emily declined every offer. And that's everything for now, people. Let us know what you think of today's episode by leaving a comment below. Like the vids. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you later. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.